this segment of the program is all about high intensity 30-second intervals. We'll pick up 2 exercises and train 3 lots of 30 seconds, alternating between exercises for a total of 3 minutes per set. Let's get straight into it. Alright guys, let's start marching on the spot for this exercise. Now you can see I'm lifting my knees fairly high. I'm using my arms to assist as far as the momentum is concerned. And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to switch it up and get into some jumping jacks. So jumping in and out and just making sure you're staying fairly light on your feet for this one. Your turn to try it. Starting this exercise with some gentle burpees. So you can see, rather than jumping, I'm stepping, and then when I get to the top, I'm avoiding the jump as well. So it's just a matter of working your way down, getting into that push-up, and then stepping and working your way back up into that standing position. I'm going to complement this exercise by getting into some high-paced squats. So your feet are parallel at shoulder width, and your knees are right on top of it, and just getting nice and low into those squats at a good pace. Your turn to try it. Nice abs combination for this exercise, you guys. We're going to start off working some traditional abs crunches. Now you can see that I've got my hands behind my neck for support, but that just means that you've got to make sure you point your elbows right out and you look straight up so that you're not yanking at your neck. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change it up. We're going to turn around into that prone position and just work a nice traditional plank. So again, making sure that you're keeping a straight line from your ankle all the way to your shoulders, and there's no arching or dipping of the spine. Your turn to try this one. For this combination, we're going to start off with some tricep dips, and we're going to alternate with some bench burpees on this one. So starting with the triceps dips first, you can see that I've got my knees nice and straight, so that prevents me from cheating and leveraging off my legs. And just making sure, go as deep as you can and come straight back up. And then we're going to change it up and we're going to work some bench burpees from there. So you can see I'm jumping back, going into that assisted push-up, and then when I come up, I'm not jumping back up, so I'm just keeping the joint impact off my knees for this particular exercise, and we're going to alternate between the two exercises for the next 3 minutes. Your turn. For this exercise, we're going to combine donkey kicks with mountain climbers. So we're going to donkey kick with the left side first, and then what we'll do is we'll change it up, work some donkey kicks with the right, just pushing straight up and really getting that glutes engagement. And then we're going to switch it up and work some mountain climbers from there. So maintaining that line from your shoulder all the way to your ankle, and then throwing those knees all the way to your chest. Your turn to try this one for yourself. For this exercise, we're going to inchworm our way all the way back to an extended plank, and then come forward all the way to the bench until you're getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch, and we're just going to keep that particular exercise going. Now when we change it up, we're going to go into some prone jacks, but we're going to do it from our elbows so that you're getting a little bit more core engagement, and just making sure that we're keeping the movement going and just getting the heart rate nice and high for this one. Your turn to try it for yourself. For this exercise, we're going to get into a glutes bridge and we're going to start marching from there. So what's very important is to make sure you keep your hips up throughout the entire marching set. And then what we'll do is drop our hips down and pick up a supine abs plank. So head and shoulder blades nicely lifted, leg nice and straight, and just holding that position for the duration of the set until it's time to go back into the march. Starting this combination with a plyometric get up. So much like a bench get up, except we're putting a jump at the end of it. And then when you land on your feet nice and light, we're going to keep working our way back down until our butt touches the bench. We're going to combine this exercise with some assisted push-ups or bench push-ups if you like. So using the bench, you're creating that bit of elevation, so it's a little bit easier to get through the push-ups. So we're going to go nice and deep, and we're going to go all the way through until it's time to go back to the original exercise. Your turn to try this one. For this set, we're going to combine some gate swings with rollovers. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get straight into those gate swings by jumping wide into a squat and then jumping back up with your feet together. And then after 30 seconds, when we change it up, we're going to lift our hands right up, arms nice and straight for support, and we're going to work some half rollovers. Make sure your toes are pointy and your knees are nice and extended, so you're really engaging the hips and the lower abs as you throw these up, and work through them for 30 seconds before we change back. Your turn to try this one. For this exercise, we're combining some bench crunches with an elevated glutes bridge. So starting with the crunches first, just making sure you've got a vertical thigh bone on this one so that your hips and your lower abs are engaged, and then just crunching up and really working on those upper abs. And then what we're going to do is just place our heel on the bench. We're going to lift into an elevated glutes bridge. Now, when you come up for this one, you want to try and hit that straight line from your shoulder all the way to your knee, which means you've got to make sure that your hips are lifted enough for this exercise. We're going to alternate between these two exercises for the next 3 minutes. Your turn to try it. For this combination, we're going to combine some X crunches with some bicycle kicks. So working those X crunches first, what we want to do is we want to reach with our opposite hand to opposite knee and really try and get your palm all the way to your knee so that you're getting a good contraction of those abs. And then we're going to change it up and we're going to go into some bicycle kicks. So very important to keep your shoulder blades nice and high for this one. Keep your head up, extend your legs all the way out and retract them to your chest alternately. Your turn to try this one for yourself. Well done for getting through your workout today, guys. Let's take a moment to stretch and cool our body back down now. Comment and let us know what you thought of today's workout, and remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest workouts.